Hello and welcome back to Automation, a game all about making cars. Seems kind of interesting, doesn't it? In the last episode, we just run through these two tutorials, and now we're going to see how many we can get done in the next 20 minutes or so as we continue to look at this game. Now, this is a tutorial on fuel economy. A certain manufacturer has contracted you to revise their current engine for use in an upcoming green vehicle. As this engine currently only meets average market standards for fuel economy, it needs to be optimized. So we need to improve the power, improve the economy, and reduce the emissions. So let's play the scenario. Let's go. So what we need to do is have a look and see what we can do with this. So we want to, I think the hyper eutectic cast is the one we want to go for because of the emissions reduction. So we've got that. Probably want to lift the compression a little bit and drop the cam profile a little bit. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I want to see where it sits right now. So I just need to improve the emissions. That's what I need to do. So I reckon this might do it. Emissions is 651. So they need to be less. So I need to get those emissions down. So to do that, I might lift the compression, drop the cam profile, and let's see what that does. Yes, lower cam profile, yeah, up to a point. Fuel mixture, dramatic. Better fuel systems, and there are special pistons. Okay, wonderful. So our emissions went up by the look of it. Yes, and our power went down. So we'll come back. We'll set it. Whoops. Set this back to what it was. Now, if we go fuel injection, multi-point, EFI with a, well, let's just go for a multi-point EFI. And let's see what that does. Success! Oh, we got silver. So, as you can see, EFI, very good idea. Carburetors, old school, old hat. So we can come back and improve this at a later date, but I'm just going to continue to cruise along with the scenarios and see if we can get through all of them. Now, we've got a tutorial on power, emissions and quality. In 1995, the rising oil price is driving a US sports car company to the brink of bankruptcy, and so they plan to replace their large V8 muscle car with a small four-cylinder sports coupe. However, they don't have enough money for a clean slate design, and the last four-cylinder they made was in the 1950s, which is quite a long time ago. They would like you to update their ancient engine design and turn it into a higher revving sports car power plant. So there's a couple of limitations. We're going to need to keep all of this under control. So let's see what we can do here, and let's see how it sits right this very second. So right now it's not under the 6,000 RPM limit and the regular unleaded, so we just need to change them. Yep, regular unleaded. Now we need to set the RPM limit to 6,000. We'll just see what this does. Okay, so we've got the loudness and we've got the total cost. We need emissions. Phew. To improve emissions, I think we just need to go EFI with multiple. Now, we'll leave our we'll take a perform. No, wait. We'll just leave it at that for the moment and see what happens here. Now, higher RPM, easy way to make more RPM, more power. Catalytic converters reduce emissions. So yeah, we've got that one. Balance cost and quality. Mufflers and small make the car. Yes, okay, wonderful. So let's have a look here. Our emissions are still a little bit high. You can see that we've halved them though. I'm learning to read this as we go along. Our reliability has gone up dramatically. Our power has increased by 10 kilowatts. We're getting close on that one. So let's have a look here. Oh, let's so our emissions are nearly there. Let's just whoop. Noise reduction none. So let's just have a look at this. So that's got very poor airflow at the moment. And we'll go for a high flow 3-way. That should get our emissions down, and then these two should just let us go with it. What happened? Loudness. We sucked, basically. Our loudness doubled, and our emissions... Our total cost is still where it needs to be. Our emissions were nearly there. Alright. Okay. Let's just see. Yes, wonderful. What a 2.5 with straight through exhaust will do for us here. So that got our loudness under control. So that's, you see that is the thing that changed. Our emissions stayed the same. Fuel economy got a little bit worse. Now we need to have a look at the power, and we need to also, well, the emissions are probably going to go down the, well, let's have a look at that. Nope. I reckon that's kind of all we can go for there. Low friction. Yeah, we'll see what happens with those. Now, let's read or watch this.
Better heads are capable of higher RPM and have less friction. This allows them to be slightly more economical. Generally, better heads allow for more valves. Having a larger valve count is more advantageous. Gives you more valve area, making it easier for the intake and exhaust gases to enter and exit the engine. This makes the engine a more efficient air pump, allowing you to produce more power. The valves are opened and closed by using cams. Cams are covered within the cam profile tutorial.
Okay. So I reckon if we go dual overhead cam with 4 valves, well, let's just see what happens. Oh, that cranked our power up, that's for sure. Yep. Okay, so we just need to get our emissions down, and we can probably do that by nope, didn't change our emissions by an appreciable amount. Okay, what we'll do is just... No, that's not going to change emissions any. Let's just see we've got high, right, that'll do that. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm... No, that's performance, that's what we want there. Let's see what happens with the hyper eutectic cast. Ta-da! 1500. We got it. Oh, we nearly got silver, in fact. So we made... Oh, we got the emissions right down with those special cylinders. We got under the loudness. The cost was really good. Wonderful. So we did well there in the end. More power. Tutorial on power and cost. Now the year is 1970 and a British sports car company is having trouble making their classic roadsters fast enough to keep up with Germany's finest. They've decided the only solution to this problem is some precise German tuning of their flagship 1.8 litre sports engine. The Brits need to keep this engine cheap to build, and as they have a supply deal for a huge quantity of DCOE carburetors, they insist you use them. Can you keep this engine quiet, cheap and reliable, but give the British the German power they desire? So no racing takes, use the carburetors. We need power better than 66.6 kilowatts, reliability, loudness and total cost. Rightio. Let's see what we can do. So let's do our baseline test and see what happens. So we are nearly there. Nearly there. We just need a little bit more power. Little bit more power. Let's just see what we do. Our reliability went down remarkably. So what we might do is just change this. Increase our exhaust. Okay. And just see what happens this time around. Yeah, okay, yep. Highest octane available. Okay. Our loudness is still okay. Well, let's go with the catalytic converter is not available. Yes, I knew that. Where do we go? Well, fuel made no difference there. So it reckons cam profile. So we'll lift it to 40 and see what happens. Success! Well, that was easy. We nearly got silver too. I swear, these are getting easier as we go along. Anyway. So we got it to there, we did reliability, it wasn't too loud, so that's wonderful. So, stupid small. You just had the design for a new sports car engine ready when your project got scrapped. Too wild and not green enough, they said, so now you're supposed to blueprint an engine for a stupid little city car instead. After wallowing in anger and sadness for a while, you wonder what would be a better option, a tiny high-performance V8, or maybe a nasty dirt cheap i4, inline 4 of course. It might be an interesting project after all. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So limitations, it has to be 1998, premium unleaded fuel. We can't select that yet. Size less than that, weight less than 100 kilos. Okay.
The engine configuration.
Yep, wonderful. So we'll just go with some generic things for the moment.
The head material is
Yes, wonderful. Yep. No VVTI and no VVL. Don't know, what is variable valve lift, maybe? Don't know. Right, why is it not letting me? Okay, maybe I can't look after any of this. Okay, but we'll keep all of that as is. So it's a 2 litre. Apparently I can't do things. And I don't know why. I have no idea why it's not working right now. Oh my god. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, let's just go back and start again, I think. Yes, wonderful. Crank, cast, cast. Nice. Next, we'll go push rod with 2 push rods in a cast iron thing. Yep, we'll go with that. Okay. Alpha game is alpha. Oh, that's my explanation for it. Whoa. Anyway, my name's been Negative Root, and this has been Automation, the car company tycoon game. Look forward to seeing you around. If you'd like to see me play more of this game, be sure to like and comment. I'm considering buying it. It's looking pretty cool, and it should have a tycoon portion coming out. Right now it's just a car and engine designer, albeit a very, very cool one. And it looks like it's very, very promising. So I'll do one more episode after this, actually covering the body designer, if it's in the game. Well, let's have a look now, actually. Let's, oh look. So, there we go. It's in the game. Whoa. Bit of music. Nothing like it. Can we leave? Yes. Okay. So I'll come back and have a play around in the body designer very shortly. I look forward to seeing you then.